I wanted to ask, what is your motivation?
My motivation, every day I wake up, I just get that keep going, that I know God has got my back. That word, with God all things are possible. With God all things are possible. So I wake up in that morning, and I wake up every morning and I tell myself it is possible. It's a new day. All things are possible. I can achieve that. So the word of God is that thing that keeps me going. Is that thing that keeps me going. The word of God, the word of God, the word of God. I hold on to that word. I catch a word in the Bible, or the Spirit of God just lays something in my heart, and I just hold on to it, and I begin to run with that word. And before you know, that word becomes so, you find that everything around you becomes possibility. Where others are saying that it's not possible, everything, because you're holding on to that word. But when you wake up in the morning, I just want, when you wake up in the morning and you just say, and it looks like everything is impossible. I've not done this one. How will I do it? Just hold on to, with God. With God, all things are possible. All things are possible. That's my key word. I can do all
Interestingly,
things. I'm sorry, and this word comes again. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I can do all things. I can do all things. So there is no, except God doesn't want me to do it. But as long as it's involved in it, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me.
Thank you for that. One thing actually came to my mind as you were telling us your motivation. What came to my mind was that it's good to have a positive view in life, in whatever you want to do. Because sometimes we have this weakened spirit, and it has to dampen us, and sometimes we can't get up to do what we want to do. But if we have that positive view, then we can go on. And then with Christ helping us to do it, we can even get on stronger. Thank you so much.
I just wanted to point out something. Recently my spirit has been down. I don't know why. I just, sometimes you just wake up and you just be like, but like I said, I just hold on to that word that with God all things are possible. So I just want to say that there are days that, like you rightly said, you feel like, can this thing actually work? I don't even feel it today, but please, as much as possible, hold on to that word, whatever word that God has given you. Look at wake up in the morning, open the mirror, the window. Even if it's cloudy or something, this day is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad. Be positive, like you said. Be positive.
Be positive. And also, it's good to affirm something that you want to do. So talk about it regularly, like you rightly said. All things are possible. So you say it all the time to yourself. No, you're not going to get me down. All things are posible. All things that you say it all the time. You've affirmed. And I'm sure that gets us going. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So what are the, in both your ministry and your business, your day job, you're a mother, you're a wife, a sister, mentor. I'm sure you have people you're mentoring. You're teaching so many people as well. You've got a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what is it? What is that benefit that makes you go on to do all these things?
The fact that I believe I'm impacting lives. So in my family, with my husband, with my daughter, I know that I have something to give. I'm impacting. With my siblings, I know they call me, my youngest sister calls me, or we talk, and I know that there's a word she needs. I'm impacting lives. In my ministry, with the way I sing, with singing to God's glory, glorifying the name of God. And I know that God is also blessing them and reaching out to them. I'm impacting their lives one way or the other. In my business, I'm reaching out, selling things to people, introducing things to people. Aside, I also do like property. I'm into like property investment and all of that. And, touching lives, impacting lives. That's the word I would just use. You know, the Spirit of God ministered to me recently, and it just came to me that their destinies attached to you, and you cannot afford to mess up. You cannot afford to fail. You know, there are people that you feel that they're not looking at you. They are seeing what you're doing. They are just in their little corner, watching you, seeing what you're doing. They might not be all those people that come up to you that be like, oh, hey, I want you to mentor me. But they're just in that little corner watching you. And you are there one way or the other, impacting their life. You are dropping that word. Sometimes you come on live on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, or you just sing a song, or you just, and it ministers to them. And one way or the other, their lives are being touched. So in general, I would just say, I want to thank you. That's what gives me fulfillment. That's why I find fulfillment in impacting life. It's not all about the money. It's not about it. But the fact that a life is being touched, a home is restored, the way I speak to my husband, the way I communicate with my daughter, one way or the other, she's learning from me, interestingly. So because I used to do virtual ministration, so I've got a little speaker and my music and all of that. So sometimes I sing over, I have a backing track. So while the backing track is playing, I then sing over it. And interestingly, I just realized that this girl is doing it.
Oh.
So one way or the other, I'm touching her. She's seeing me, and do you understand? She feels that she knows this is good. Because if it's not good, mommy won't do it.
Yes.
And one way or the other, I'm impacting a life that, singing is not bad. You can actually sing. So like today, she wants a mic. We started looking for the microphone because she has a microphone. I don't know where she dropped it. And we're looking, I said she wants to sing. So yeah, maybe that's a channel. She's going to that channel. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what gives me fulfillment. The way we speak to people. How do you speak with people? Your communication. How do you talk to people, your spouse, and yeah, the way you market your product. Do you just market your product? If you don't want to buy, I beg, go, Jerry. There are other customers. Yeah. The fact that in whatever we do, make sure you're impacting someone's life positively.
Wow. Thank you so much. And I can reassure you and assure you that you are already impacting in our lives as we're listening to what you're telling us today, and you are impacting positively. Thank you so much.